Let's go. Joe Douglas strikes again. Joe Douglas does not let Mike Williams leave the building. Oh, we're going to talk about it. We're going to celebrate. It's a good signing for our Jets. Let's celebrate right after this.
And now, welcome to Pride and Chaos.
Welcome to the darkest year of our adventures. Oh, yeah!
And now, give it up for Jeremy and Nick.
Now you scared me.
And as usual, Nick is wrong.
Why are you the way that you are? God, I can't stand you.
Let's go to eat a damn snack.
Whoa, that was cool.
That was cool. You know what's cool? That Mike Williams decided, I will sign with this team, even though one of its biggest Twitter members sent me a sandwich that does not exist. Shame on NYJ, Matt. Shame on the Morristown Diner. It is pork roll, egg, and cheese. Taylor ham does not exist. But the Mike Williams contract, Mike Williams as a New York Jet, does exist. Joe Douglas. Pulling a rabbit out of a hat again. Good job. It's 1 year up to $15 million. What's up, Junior? I'm going to call you Junior. I think you have the R there to end Junior and start Rudy. If you want me to refer to you as something else, let me know. I thought Junior was all right. I'm a junior. I'm Nick Shine Jr. So I'm all right with that. If you're all right with that, let me know. Rusty Spooner's here. Boycott activity is here. What's up? What's up? My man, Scott is here. Scott, I've paid for this service. Hit me hard before I have to leave. Yeah. It's telling you that we are all in. We could figure it out down the road. But for this year, the New York Jets are pushing all the chips in. There's no hesitation. There's no half-ass effort. There's no we'll think about it. They are letting the world know. Anyone who doubted 6 hours into tampering period that Joe Douglas wasn't going to make a move, wrong. We're making a lot of moves. We're making super moves. We are. Big eggplant. Dropped the eggplant down on the table and almost broke it. Had to put a fifth leg under the table to hold it up. That's how big the eggplant is. I'm with you. How about this now? Brock Bowers. You know what I want? I want Paul Heyman to come out and introduce the Jets pick now. And the mic will drop down from the ceiling and he'll grab it. Brock Bowers! And that voice he does to introduce the beast incarnate. If you don't watch wrestling, I'm sorry. You're missing all these references. What's up, Fina? I've had a lady call me that too, Fina. Yeah, I'm sitting here. I got my feet up. I'm watching. I just texted Scott and other guys. I started watching Mayor of Kingstown with Jeremy Renner. I'm midway through the first season. I love it. I texted them about it, and then I get the alert. I jumped up. I put on a shirt. I had a blanket on, a sweatshirt. I'm like, all right, let me get dressed. I didn't even do the beard. Usually there's oil in the beard. The beard looks good. I showered like 2 hours ago, so the beard's just kind of sitting there. I didn't want to waste time. I wanted to get on first. This is exciting. This is exciting. Let's go down the list. Some tweets coming out. Connor Hughes saying, Joe Douglas signing these players is big. Joe Douglas getting them with the budget he had to work with is pretty amazing. Don't think Jets fans truly appreciate the GM as they should. Interesting. I've heard that somewhere before. Somebody caught shit on Twitter because I was asking people to apologize for how they talk about Joe Douglas. Zach Rosenblatt tweets, Joe Douglas got two of the best available players at the Jets' two biggest positions of need with Tyron Smith and Mike Williams. And now he has the freedom to either draft the best player available or trade back and garner more assets. The Jets GM deserves a lot of credit for the offseason he's having. Clearly, Smith and Williams are available because of their recent injury history, but both have talent that make it worth any risk. This is good stuff. This is good stuff. We are 6 days into free agency, and I don't want to say that the Jets won free agency, right? Like, I don't want to say that the Jets won free agency because you don't win a fucking trophy for that. I will say this. The New York Jets have put themselves in a position where if the main players on this team remain healthy, they have a chance to dethrone the Chiefs and they have a chance to hoist the trophy at the end of the season. You look at the offensive line, greatly improved. The quarterback will be back. The defense, all the main players on the defense are there. I know we lost Huff. I'm going to be honest. I'm not that upset about it. Before this move, the Jets had $9 million available. You do have to leave 9.75, I believe it is, open. You do have to leave 9.75 open for the draft, for your draft selections. So, come on, light, work. All right, I don't know how that light bulb gets untwisted. So this is good. This is good. I expect to hear an announcement before, it gets official. But this is good. This is good. Mike Williams is a very good compliment to Garrett Wilson. Man, if Bowers or Neighbors, or even if you get Odunze at 10 and you move Garrett to the slot, holy shit. Holy shit. I want to read that again. For those of you who are excited right now, maybe you're texting or your buddies. I'm going to read this again from Connor Hughes because I don't think Jets fans really fathom Joe Douglas signing these players is big. Joe Douglas getting them with the budget he had to work with is pretty amazing. Don't think that Jets fans truly appreciate the GM as they should. You got to let that marinate for a second. The amount of players and talent that we've got with the little resources that we have. We didn't enter the offseason like the Titans, the Commanders, the Bears, the Patriots. We're fucking cooking, guys. We are cooking. I'm going to be real with you. And I don't think I'm overreacting when I say this. You guys know me by now. The majority of you have seen me talk a lot. You've seen my takes. You've seen my stance. I'm a very level-headed fan. We went into last season, and I think 70% of Jets fans thought we had a Super Bowl roster. I think a lot of us thought we could go win it all. Injuries hit. We know 4 plays in. We know the offensive line issues. We know everything that happened. But going into this season, I think this team is a lot better than last year's team. Now, how it plays out, we'll see. But right now, even the most pessimistic Mo Deanish Jet fan has to kind of have a smile on his face and say, they're really going for it. They're going for it. It's not Geno Smith. It's not Ryan Fitzpatrick. It's not Zach Wilson or Sam Darnold. We got Aaron Rodgers leading the most talented team I think we've had in my life. Maybe 98. But you look at the Sanchez teams, the defense, I think, has better individual talent. I think the offense now has better talent than any of those teams did. I think we're looking at the most talented team that we've ever had. And we're not done yet. All right. Thank you for listening to me rant. Let me see what you distinguished gentlemen have to say. Let me catch up. Hey, I saw boycott activity. Phenom, what's up? Dark Soldier. Guys, I'm going to rip through the names real quick. I'm sorry. Dark Soldier's here. Cuco Lake is here. Dano, assist my suicide. Hey, man, you better not commit that suicide now. I think it's worth sticking around. I think this team is good enough. Modine is here. Joe Pekulik. Am I saying that right? Joe Pekulik is here. Wild Waves here. Knobcraft in the house, baby. Who the fuck is Mike Williams? Who's high pitch? You know, Eric Craig in the house. We do. Nate from Breakout is here. What's up, man? Welcome to the channel. If you're new, man, please subscribe. Trying to put out a lot of content for you guys. Trying to get on. Tony Alexio in the house. What's up, Tony? Thanks for coming on the other night. Ron Molake. I'm just going to leave it there. Loizo? Ron's here. What's up, Ron? Thanks for joining, man. If you're new too, please subscribe. And if you have already, Mr. Bonesy's in the house. Snowball. Armand. What's up, guys? Assist My Suicide has subscribed to my channel. Awesome. You've been in the last couple chats. Thank you for doing that, man. So what do you guys think? Give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. All right, hold on. I'm gonna do this. We did this the other day. I'm gonna mute this a second. Give me 1 second, guys, because I don't want the audio to play in over it. Old man stuff here, guys. Old man stuff. Hold on. Let me mute. All right, it's muted. We got a poll coming in the chat now. You know what it is. Let's grade the offseason. The other day, just Sunday, actually. Boom. We came up with a B. The poll is live. Tell me what you think. The poll is up. That's what she said. Oh, Milk D, who's this? New one? Hey, Milk. Oh, you were here the other day, man. What's up? I'm careful. I don't want to say off-season champs. That doesn't mean shit, right? I want I think this is the most talented team that we've ever had. How it comes together is to be seen. What Hackett and Rodgers do with the offense is to be determined. But I don't think we can be bitching about the efforts of ownership, the efforts of Joe Douglas, and the efforts of the coaching staff to put the best possible team on the field. And that's what we're seeing. I think we can all look at the roster right now and say it was better than last year's roster, and we thought we could win it last year if healthy. If healthy. If healthy. Always the key with this team the last couple of years. Now, where do we go from here? We're not done yet. Clowney's supposed to come in for a visit. We still have the draft. We could still add a backup veteran running back. This team is going to be better than any team we've ever seen hit the field. Now, Dark Soldier, I will say this. I see your comment coming in, buddy. I don't think Odunze makes it. I love him. If you guys remember in January, Pride and Chaos, Wednesday night, Jeremy and I did our first mock. And he left a pickup to me. It was right after the season ended, that first Wednesday. And we did a mock. And I said Rome Odunze. And he's like, what? Who? I go, I love the kid. I go, he goes up, he high points the ball. He's aggressive. He's a good route runner. I don't think he's as good as Harrison or Neighbors, but he could be there for us. And this one, he was down and projected in the late teens, early 20s. And then he shot up the board. I'm okay with him. I'm okay. How do you get my number? Shoot me a message on Twitter right now. When it pops up, I'll reply. I got you, Dark Soldier. Just do me a favor, message me so it pops up so I don't have to look through everything. Yeah, and Clowney's visiting tomorrow. Let's look at this. Now, I'm not saying Mike Williams makes the New York Jets a Super Bowl contender by himself. I thought you had Twitter. That's how you messaged me in the past. How have you gotten in touch with me in the past? You messaged me about, have you canceled it since? Weren't you messaging me on Twitter that's what got me and Gunny together? Because you were talking to me off air. Email me, Dark Soldier. Proud. I'm gonna put it in here for you. Proud NYJF. Oh, from the airport. Are we wearing matching shirts? Are we wearing matching shirts? Are we wearing uniform? I'm gonna shave my fucking head right now, bro. How you doing, buddy?
I just found out I'm sitting here in a bar grill in Terminal 5, waiting to board the flight in about 45 minutes. And I looked and I saw on my phone. And I was just like, "Oh my god!" And I said, "Let me go into my StreamYard and create a video and go live." And then I said, "Oh yeah, that's right. I let some other jerk use my StreamYard." So
who do you love enough for that?
This is big, man. I predicted this yesterday. I thought it was going to happen last night, but I'll take it.
That's what she said. Did you get your voicemail from the large woman sitting in front of you?
Yeah, it's going to be a long flight.
I left Jeremy like a 2-minute voicemail as a large, oversized, heavy smoker woman who smells and just complaining to him about, I'm going to sit in front of you the whole time. You're going to have to smell me. My 250 Marlboro Reds and my 1970s porcelain ashtray. So help me God, if there's a woman like that and you send me a picture and you're like, son of a bitch, you nailed it. So I'm in the midst of saying you got to be happy about Mike Williams. Now, Mike Williams, the individual, doesn't make us the Super Bowl contender, right? But the overall collection of all the pieces that we've added this offseason, you have to say, even someone like Modine, very pessimistic fan. We love Mo, but we know he's got, like you said the other day perfectly, he's got the self-defense mechanism built in to never get too high on this team. You have to look at this roster and say it's better than last year's roster going into the season, and we were all ecstatic about that team. That team had questions with the talent on the line. Becton, there was questions. Dwayne Brown was old. Who would be Corey Davis stepped away from the game in August. Breece Hall, would he be healthy coming back? We had a lot of questions about the talent. I don't think we have a lot of questions about the talent right now. I think we just have our main question. Can this team stay healthy? Give me your thoughts.
Yeah, I think that's something that we've agreed on for a long time. Even with the offensive line, we said no matter who they bring in, really after the last 2 years, every Jet fan should be concerned about one thing and one thing only. Regardless of who we're starting the season with, it's about staying healthy. It's about bringing out the same offensive line week after week, continuity, and of course, keeping our quarterback standing up and healthy as well.
Yeah. And Jeremy, the best part, we're not done yet.
Got a whole draft.
We're not done. Clowney's coming in. Clowney's 9.5 sacks. He's a much better run defender than Huff, and you could probably get him for about maybe 6, 7, or 8 million. And maybe the guarantee is only down around 5, and it may only a 1-year commitment. They're showing what Joe Douglas has been able. I'm going to read this again because I know people are coming in and out. And I think this tweet by Connor Hughes is just fucking outstanding. Joe Douglas signing these players is big. Joe Douglas getting them with the budget he had to work with is pretty amazing. Don't think Jets fans truly appreciate the GM as they should. I think Connor's dead on right. What do you think, pal?
Yeah, no, I like that they're talking to him because to me, he's like, we don't have to rely on Michael Clemens too much, in the early downs with JFM. I think that you're going to have, if we were to sign Clowney, he would line up with JFM mostly on first and second down, and our pass rush specialists would be, late down guys. We would be JJ and McDonald, and a little bit of mix of that, because Clowney could do both. He could do it all. And so could JJ. He could do it all. But I think that the person they'd be looking to replace or take up snaps for is not to have to rely on Michael Clemens as much, because right now, the way it stands, Clemens is going to get a lot of snaps because he's our early down guy with JFM. So I think it's a good thing that we would get Clowney because he would give us that pass rushing threat on early downs with JFM, which is really cool.
Somebody said the guy who only had 4 catches and 62 yards more than Mike Williams, who only played in 3 games left. They're basically comparing him to Lazard. And Mike Williams had 4 more catches and 62 yards and only played 3 or 4 games last year. Dude, this is we are a destination that everybody wants to come to, and you see guys taking less money to come here. I think they know that we're all in. I think if you're an offensive player, if you're Tyron Smith, the story came out yesterday. The Jets offered him that contract, and the Jets were shocked, and their minds were blown when Tyron Smith accepted the structure of that contract.
Yep.
Now, granted, it's only 6.5. It will be the greatest thing ever if we can pay him $20 million. Because to make $20 million, our 19.75, because we'd win 3 playoff games with a bye, $19.75 million for Tyron Smith means the New York Jets made it to the Super Bowl.
Take it every day.
I'll chop off another toe and sell it to somebody in need if I have to. Whatever it takes to get a trophy, baby. This is we always hope we can sign everyone, right? Like we always sit there and say, we can get this guy, we can get that guy. And we've sat through many off seasons, Le'Veon Bell, one of them, where we've had to overpay Schutz an atrocious contract because we're the Jets. I think this is pretty cool that we're now a team that people are taking what the market says is less guaranteed money to come here. What do you think about that, pal?
No, absolutely. I agree. It's like a lot of people wanted to, 2 months ago when the season ended, people were freaking out. They're saying nobody's going to want to play here. And what were we doing? We were telling everybody to calm down, cool off from the season. We still have a great core to build around. Let's see what happens in the offseason. And we knew this was going to happen. We said we're going to start filling in guys. We're going to make some big signings. And all the Jet fans are going to come back excited and be happy. And I'm not saying like I told you so kind of thing, but I'm not going to act surprised because we talked about this and we knew this was going to happen. We knew that JD's job was on the line. We knew he wasn't going to sit there and twiddle his thumbs and not do anything about it. We knew he was going to come in and he was going to sign some guys and fill some of these spots. And as soon as you look at the team on paper, when healthy, we're a Super Bowl contender. I mean, it's clear as day.
Yeah. Phenom coming in saying, Phenom, thanks again for coming on the other night, man. That was cool. The Jets have to cover their ass with quality backups. Yeah. I mean, I think we're doing that, right? We haven't even gotten to the draft yet. Mo Dean, who accepted, and shout out again to Knobcraft, who not only joined as a member of the channel the other day, he also gifted 5. And Mo Dean, Wild Wave, I'm going to pull up the whole list in a second, accepted them. So the memberships on the channel, I just want to give a shout out very quickly. Paul Klein, Knob, Modine, David D, Shane McGarry, and Wildwave. Thank you, gentlemen.
Nice.
I hope you enjoy your stay as members and continue the membership.
So,
depends how the finish line. Bringing injury-prone guys end up getting injured. True, Mo. But if now that Mike Williams is signed as a New York Jet, they can rehab him the same way they rehabbed Brees last year. And you have a couple more weeks to work with because Mike Williams had a surgery early October. Brees had his mid-November. So from that aspect, Mike's ahead of the curve. And we saw how good Brees Hall looked last year to start. All right, let me ask, what are you eating?
He came in and had a physical. He's going to be fine. I just had some sliders and some fries. We don't care about the food in this place. We come in the airport, we're really paying for the real estate. Just to come into a nice place to sit down, TVs and stuff like that, music, and not have to be in the gates. You know what I mean? You're paying for the real estate.
Nice. Okay. Hey, Mo, I think the biggest question with this team, I've said it a couple times so far, it's not if we have the talent. It's if the talent can stay healthy. Here is a very notable stat coming in from Zach Rosenblatt. Let me say hi to the waitress. You got a waitress? Let me say what's up.
No, I gotta run.
All right, I'm trying. I'm a flirter. Let me flirt. Let me do my thing. All right, buddy. Safe travels.
All right, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you on the other side.
Of the country.
Yep.
I love you. I love you. Say it. Say it in front of Jocelyn. I love you, Jeremy.
She went to the bathroom. I feel the same way about you that I do Coach Brick. Oh, nice. I almost ended the stream again.
Oh boy. He tries. He's a good egghead. He tries. But Mo, It's not if we have the talent anymore. It's if the talent can stay healthy. That's if you're vouching, but it's going. Oh, I like to think it is. Joseph Campbell, what's up, my man? Saying Clowney next. Okay, I'm with it. Look, I want that D line to be better than last year. I want that D line to be amazing. Let me check this mail real quick. I'm trying to multitask. All right. Dark Soldier, you need me to text you right now? Like, is it something you got to tell me right away, or you just want to have the number to have the number? This is one of the features on my membership is direct access to me, Dark Soldier. It's one of the features. So, might I just have this whenever you get time? All right, I got you. Will you be hearing from the fans via call-ins? It's 5:30. I got a little bit of time. We could do that. We could do that. We could do that. Let me see here. All right. It's in the link. Let's. How do I pin it? Somebody else comment. Hey, Shane. Shane, that was Oh, let's look at the poll. I forgot the poll. 61%. Poll is finished. That's what she said. 61% coming in with an A. 35% coming in with a B. Mo Dean at 3% coming in with a C. And nobody said D. Yeah. We knew it was Mo. Mo, we knew it was you, Mo. I'm surprised you didn't go D. Not that you love the D. Just surprised you didn't vote for D. Just don't want to put that rumor out there. It's not true. I do not believe that. But yeah, Shane, Knobcraft. Knobcraft was generous. Got a membership and purchased 5 more for others. Coming back the second time on the show. Let's welcome Phenom. What's up, man? How you feeling?
I'm good, Nick. Great show so far. Great news. This is my point. How does this team respond to the adversity that it will eventually face during the season? That's the question for this team now. I mean, they have some weapons. The draft hasn't even happened. We're way ahead of the curve, but we know the adversity is going to come. We know it's coming. We know the injury is going to come. We know it's whatever. We know that adversity. Now, how does this team adjust to adversity? That's the question of a championship team. The Chiefs had adversity last year. Everybody was questioning their offense, all that. You see what happened. The true championship teams always adjust to the adversity and make lemons out of lemonade.
You're right.
We're going to see. We're going to see. But the beauty part about this is that, like a soap opera, it will be revealed in time. So we will see this happen, when it's supposed to happen. But it's great news. We're talking again. It's after St. Patrick's Day. We're talking football during the eve of the NCAA tournament. We're talking about Jet football. So you just know how big this moment is if you're a football fan.
Yeah, it's if we know anything about. No. You make a very good point. If we know anything about this team and the guys who are here, being a Jet fan, dealing with our media, dealing with our fan base, dealing with Rodgers going down 4 plays in last year, dealing with all of the injuries to the offensive line, just dealing with life as a New York Jet, you're kind of you're experienced with it, right? You know there's gonna be shit that hits the fan. Now, we've been very blessed that the defense hasn't had too many crazy injuries. It's all been offensive line. It's all been offense.
Right.
let's just hope we get through one season primarily healthy. I would love to see what this team can do healthy. I would love to see this team play at its best week in and week out. I would love to see this team fully loaded play 20 fucking games.
I hear you, Nick, but sometimes if you watch basketball, sometimes the only way you have a bench in basketball is by playing guys. So as much as I would like to say, we'd be perfectly healthy, that's not realistic. We're going to have bumps and bruises throughout the season, and that could be later in the season if we have a guy that goes down or is out for a couple of weeks, not season ending, but just out for a couple of weeks. And then maybe it happens on the offensive line. Maybe that's why we need to draft a tackle. And God forbid a Tyron Smith would go out. But if we had drafted that player who we would get in the first round, now he has all that time. Then Tyron Smith comes back after 2 or 3 games, and now this guy's got some real he's used to some live action. That helps us in the long run anyway. Because you don't know what these guys have until you put them in with the live bullets.
You're 100% right. There's a lot of guys who are tested. There's a lot of guys who aren't battle tested. There's a lot of guys who need to prove they could stay healthy.
Absolutely.
But the one thing, all of our question marks to me are on offense. And Aaron Rodgers can erase a lot of those questions with the level of play he brings and the standard of play that he expects from everyone else. He will call you out. He will throw you out of the huddle. He will chew you out if you jump off sides on a 3rd and 2. He will take and make these players have something that no one has really given them in the past couple of years, and that's accountability. We lost that 4 plays in too.
Oh, absolutely. Well, that's the standard because that's what we were hearing. We heard the defense had a certain standard, but the offense had no standard because after Aaron Rodgers went out, you have no standard. So, we're going to, this is beautiful because we're going to see it at week after week. So, it's great, man. It's great. You can't, if you're a Jet fan and you're not pleased today, there's something wrong with you. Something is wrong.
Hey, no personal attacks on Mo Dean.
No.
Personal.
I shouldn't say. Okay, let me make an I statement. I'm happy today. I hope you guys are happy today with what happened in the last week. That's it.
You got to be. We're a better team now than we were when free agency started. We've answered all of our major questions. We needed 3 starters on the offensive line. Not many thought we would get them. Check. We needed another weapon to go along with Garrett Wilson at receiver. Check. We needed defensive tackle depth. Check.
Absolutely.
All of our major questions. The only question we have left is safety.
Okay.
And we signed Chuck Clark. Now, I would love to see Ashton Davis brought back. With Tony Adams, Chuck Clark, Ashton Davis, I think that's a very good safety rotation. I think Ashton Davis is looking for a bigger role. I think it's somebody you could see signed maybe sometime in April who searches the market, makes calls, doesn't get what he wants, decides to come home. There's nothing wrong with that. We didn't sign Connor McGovern last year until after the draft. So you go out, you get your feelers. You don't like the situation. You don't like the coaches. You don't like where you might live. You're comfortable here. You come in. But we'll see. We've answered the big questions. Backup quarterback with another one.
Absolutely. And we don't know what's going to happen with Clowney. So defensive end, pass rusher, with all you never can have enough of those guys.
Yeah.
And this guy, like I said, like we were talking the other night, we still haven't got 50, the cuts before the season. Somebody always drops. Joe's pouncing already. If he finds a guy, he's pouncing on that too. So it's Christmas time, man. Wow.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
But,
Good
hey,
luck.
I got a couple other people waiting. Thank you so
much.
much for watching. Thank you for supporting. And I appreciate you. Go Jets.
Good deal. Later.
So we talk again, buddy. Be good.
You too. Later.
Hey, to the next guy that I'm bringing in, safety first. Put the phone down. Come on. God forbid you get into an accident. I don't need to feel bad that you're driving like this.
Oh, it's in my I have it plugged up to my thing. So it's like
That's what
hands.
she said. How you
Dude,
feeling?
I'm feeling amazing, bro. I'm at the dentist's office getting my teeth cleaned up and everything, right? And instantly I knocked the tray over because I got the news of what just happened with Mike Williams.
You
Now,
knocked the tray over. You stabbed
yeah,
yourself with a scalpel or some shit.
I can't say if it was my hands or other parts of my body.
Ding! Oh, look at that. It's 4 in the afternoon, but now it's 12 o'clock where I am.
Hey, dude, shout you out to your source and everything. 'Cause, I mean, you were the only one that said it. It's pretty much a done deal. It was pending like a physical and everything, dude. I said it yesterday on somebody else's thing, and people were like crucifying me, bro, because of it. And I was like, nah, man, I believe in his word. Like, he wouldn't be putting something out if he didn't trust it. So shout you out on that. You deserve your flowers on this one, man. But it's huge, man. Bro, I don't even know where they're gonna go into the draft now. I mean, can we freaking move forward and get Neighbors or a Marvin Harrison? I mean, I don't know, bro. I
Dude,
still Lyman, you know, of
what was
course.
my first
but
take? Do you remember my first draft take? And I got slaughtered for it. My first draft take was Joe Douglas is not going to enter the draft where we need to. The whole world knows we got to take an offensive lineman. And I said, Joe Douglas will put himself in a position to take the best player available. And at number 10, it could very well be defensive line.
yeah,
It
dude,
could be Verse. It could be Latu. It could be Turner if he falls. But now you're getting another guy to get after the quarterback. Now you're getting another guy built like JJ with the high motor and who tracks down run plays. All of these guys are relentless. I'll take relentless 10 times out of 10 on the defensive line, man.
dude, yeah, I hear you, man. Look, whatever JD does, we need to trust and believe in this man. He knows what he's doing, and stop having other individuals just saying 20 minutes into free agency, why haven't we picked somebody up? We're showing right now the reasoning why. So, Nick, you're the man, bro. I wanted to come up here real quick and throw you your flowers because you deserve it, bro. I mean, you're killing
And
it.
I did nothing. I trusted somebody. They said it would get done. They said that it was just a matter of the physical working out. The numbers are a little different than what had come in, but he never left the building. He never went to the Steelers. He never went to the Panthers. Mike Williams is a New York fucking Jet.
Hell yeah. I cannot wait, man. And the other thing too about his injury history, man, I started seeing some stuff where he actually plays through a lot of injuries as well. He's considered almost like an Iron Man. And everybody's like, oh, he has an ACL and all that. That's not any more career ending.
Yeah, those days of it being, an anchor and career ender are over. Here's a really good stat I want to read with you. I went to get in this before, and I think Jeremy popped in. Notable Mike Williams stat as he joins the Jets. I want to read this loud and clear. He has one drop in his last 23 games and one drop in his last 160 targets.
Holy crap, man. Dude, you're gonna make me drop this phone out of nowhere, Mike.
You told me it was mounted, you son of a bitch.
No, I'm saying I might ended up knocking it down with something else. I'm already parked, by the way, so I'm good.
All right, I could see the sun's right in my face.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate you, bro.
This is good.
I gotta get some work done before I could call it off for the day, but appreciate you, man. Hey, you're the man, bro. Keep doing what you keep doing, dude. Everything's coming to fruition, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Sure. Thanks, buddy. I'll talk to you soon. Jets fans, everyone's excited today. Zach Rosenblatt tweeting right now. Hold on. Pop in. What is this from? Are you ready? Nope. Not again. All right. Zach Rosenblatt with a tweet. Where'd it go? The Jets got a legit wide receiver 2 in Mike Williams. There is some risk attached coming off the ACL, but it's worth it for a player his caliber. Some thoughts on Williams and some insight on who the Jets are getting from. Oh, and he puts an article there. It's a good week. All right. Next, we're going to bring in someone who's becoming a very good friend on and off air. You know him. You might not love him, and you have every right not to. He's rough around the edges. Hope there's no lag. Dano, what's up, pal?
What's up, people? Can you see me?
I see, and I hear you good. Oh, no. If anyone's seen the movie Ricky Stenicki, I just did Air Dicker. Damn it. Have you watched that yet? I told you to watch it.
I don't know why I'm portrait, but whatever. There, I gotta come this way. I got that mirror shit on, so it's like left is right. Dude, I wanted a 6'4" Mike wide receiver to partner with Garrett, and I didn't get the one I wanted, but the end result is the same. Evans.
Who did you want? Evans? Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, beggars can't be choosers. Evans would have been like 25 and not with incentives. So, yeah. Sorry, Nick.
We don't support that here. We don't support that here.
No.
You can enjoy yourself, though. I
Fast.
do not support these messages.
This is my attitude today. If you see that photo.
Big Daddy's back. Nice.
No, here.
Let's say Big Daddy. Oh, Big Daddy's hard. Nice. All right, you make me read it. All right, that should be a super chat if you want me to read that, you bastard.
Honestly,
David
though,
D coming in. David D also accepted one of Knob's gifts for membership. David, thank you. Welcome. I hope you enjoy it and consider keeping it in the future. Wild Wave also. Dan Mitchell from the AFC East Roundtable. What team does he cover? I don't know that. Says the Jets are winning the AFC East. David, what teams he represent? Isn't the Roundtable like Richie and then 3 other guys?
Yeah, there's one from each of the East teams that all get
I'm just
together.
curious where Dan is from.
Dan Mitchell is from. Yeah.
All right.
The only thing that I'm worried about, or not, I wouldn't say worried about, but the only reason I didn't really care about Williams is I want us to be more run heavy. I don't know how Hackett's going to scheme our offense, but I don't want Rodgers throwing it for 550 times again this year. What do you think about that? Do you think we ought to be run heavy?
I think we are. I think when you go out and you get 3 guys like this on the offensive line and you're changing your blocking scheme, that you're just going to knock the shit out of people. And what does that open up? That opens up a strength of Mike Williams, getting deep, getting vertical. And now you're pounding that ball with Brees. You're hitting Garrett with slants. You're opening Garrett over the middle. Now you go over the top. It's going to be fun to watch how this offense operates when fully healthy. It's going to be fun to watch the play design. It's going to be fun to watch the play execution. And it's going to be fun to watch certain plays set up the next play, And it might not be successive plays. It might be first quarter setting up a play to run something at a similar set in the third quarter. In a big moment, they're like, oh, Brees ran 8 yards on that. Here we go again. Bloop. There's the play action on the stretch. And there's Garrett or Mike streaking up the field because the safety bit because he's afraid of Brees Hall and Morgan Moses coming at him in AVT on his side. So he flies up and then we get past him.
See, and that's that I've said a few times the last day or so is if we could get Rodgers to be like, give us 80% of your brain, and we only need 20% of your arm. With his pre-snap adjustments and the level of detail that he's on like 6 and 7 layers of evolution when it comes to picking apart defenses. If he were to just improve that area for us, I think it would be enough to where that would help us extend his career as well. Like,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of running backs, they go down into a complementary role and they just run less. But if Rodgers just is heady with the pre-snap adjustments,
Of course.
That's
his expertise, right?
Right. Well, I mean, like, don't come out and throw 15 balls in the first half because the defense is going to keep the other team down. You don't need to do that. Just give it to Brees. Give it to Izzy. I do want a running back, too, that we can trust. I don't know. I know Scott Foster down there. He's still wanting Foreman. You give me him on the deal he signed. Dude, he signed $2 million deal last year. Give me that.
Yeah.
Good to go.
Go get a veteran back with low expectations, but somebody who has started games, somebody who can tote the rock 15 times, somebody that when we're up 27-0 at halftime, we know we can put out there and carry the majority of time in the second half, right?
Yes. We only ran it 388 times last year. I'd like us to get
and
to
how
like
many drives
450.
were 3 and out? How many missed opportunities because we didn't have number 8?
Dude,
You're looking at a lot more plays. You're looking at a higher volume of plays. You're looking at a higher volume of red zone plays. You're looking at a higher volume of third down conversions. You're looking at a much higher volume of touchdowns. Like, all of our offensive numbers are going through the roof.
Dude, Morstead had 99 punts last year.
I think it was a record.
Dude, that's insane.
He was on with Boyd Green last week, and I was listening to it while I was cooking chicken the other day. And he asked him flat out. He was like, is there anything special or particular that you had to do to adapt to, you know, that NFL record amount of punts?
Which I thought was kind of silly. But
yeah, it's a little tongue-in-cheek of a question, right?
No,
like, just to get your mindset of it.
But it led me to like thinking, bro, in New Orleans, he was with Breeze, and he probably punted at once every hour and a half. Like, so he was doing creative shit, like sprinting off the field, you know, to stay pumped up. But here, dude, he was out there every half hour.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
So I don't know. I don't want to take up any more time. Maybe one
no.
last
I'm getting
question.
off myself. I got to make dinner myself. I got chicken breast that's been out not marinating, defrosting since last night, and it's ready to rock.
One question then.
Yeah, what do you got?
Let me think. I know we've already done the what would you do at number 10. I don't know where our cap space
It changes
is at.
now, right?
Yeah.
Well, our cap before the Mike Williams signing, we were about 9.7. I saw earlier today, and you need 9.5 for your draft. I think that's the number they make you. We might be a little less because we don't have a 2.
Right.
So the number that the league tells us, but I think everyone has to leave a certain amount in case you make moves or trades. So
and that's
but don't forget the last couple of years we've had multiple first round picks, so our volume that we had to spend on the draft was higher.
And that dude signed yesterday or today, the slot corner man. So I think we go.
Isaiah Oliver.
We probably is that for us? No, I mean a different one in the league. He got $10 million a year. What I'm saying is that
Jackson or Johnson.
That could trickle down to let us set the market value on Michael Carter. So if we do,
I think he should come in right beneath them. I think a nice 3-year, $27 million deal for Carter is good for the slot. You're giving him $9 million. That guy's better than Carter. As much as we love Carter, he's better.
Well, is Carter one trick? Can Carter play? Can Carter replace Reed?
No, but I don't want Carter replacing Reed.
I'm just asking. So what are you doing with Reed?
I'm letting Reed ride out this year, and I'm not extending him because you can pay Sauce like a quarterback after this year. And if Sauce makes 3 seasons and 3 All-Pros, you extend him. Now, it won't be on next year's cap because you do an extension where you keep that 4th year where he's low, but you give him the love next year, and you give him the biggest contract a cornerback's ever gotten. If he makes 3 All-Pros his first 3 years, he's getting the biggest contract ever.
He's going to anyway, I think.
He's going to get wide receiver money, Sauce.
I don't know why you would do it soon. Like, why would you do it early?
Well, you do it next year, but
Yeah.
you make it an extension where the 4th season is still part of his rookie deal, but it's on paper for the 5th year and beyond. Because it's good for both sides. It's good for the locker room to see a player like that get the extension and know that, hey, if I play elite, they're going to reward me. Like, you don't want it to linger. I don't want it to go into season 4. I don't ever want it to get to a holdout. I want them to go right to him and say, hey, here's the paper. It's the biggest contract the New York Jets have ever given out. It's the biggest contract for a cornerback in NFL history. You are more than deserving of it. Here's a 4-year, $100 million deal. Here's a 4-year, $112 million deal. You know,
See,
with 90 guaranteed.
The problem, though, is that you have a hole next year at DB2 if you do it that way. Like, I want to get
Philly game.
Stop. That was 4 quarters, man.
Denver too. Denver too.
Like the Philly game. It was
but
4
this
quarters,
scheme,
man.
this is why I was so shocked that we drafted Sauce and we signed Reed, because this scheme has never been big name corners. It's always about the front. If you have Sauce and you sign Carter, I'm 100% okay with them finding someone else to play the other side at a much cheaper rate.
Tear up Reed's last year and sign him for 2 years right now, and then he's locked in. And then when he leaves, you got the Sauce money. But he would have to be okay with that. Yeah, he would. He would have to. But
like if you do to him what you did to Quincy, to CJ, I'm okay with that. But is Reed in his prime wanted to do that?
Well, so that would let him sign a big deal before he hits 30. Does that make sense?
It does. It does.
But we can't give him more than what we can't give him.
But if you're asking me, Nick Shine, I want to keep Carter, and then I can find. I think it's easier. Not that I want to get rid of Reed. Let me clarify this.
No,
I think it's easier to replace an outside guy than it is to find the slot guy, and I trust the coaches more than anything to find someone to play in the secondary.
See, once the Sauce money hits, he has to be doing it alone. We can't pay a DB2. We can't. He's got to do it all for $30 million a year.
That's where they can go draft again. In 2 years, they can go draft someone else.
But I don't think people realize that if you extend Reed now, you can do a cheap 2-year window and have him out the door before the Sauce money hits. And if you delay any long, like you got to do it now. You let training camp hit, and we will not have Reed for 2025. But not only that, you'll free up money to get Deontay Foreman. You'll save $10 million on the cap this year just doing that, so that'll cover your draft picks. But yeah, Michael Carter first, and then you talk to Reed and say, hey, you're gonna get the bag, but do it when you're 29, and you'll have 2 Super Bowl rings. You're good to go.
Nice.
All right,
bro. Thank you so much, man. I'll talk to you.
Yep.
We'll chat.
Yep, later. All right, bye.
All right, everyone. Thank you for popping in. I wanted to hop on. I wanted to celebrate with you, distinguished gentlemen. Thank you, guys. Jeremy checking in from the airport. Phenom, Johnny, Dane coming on. Tomorrow night, the Chaotic One is back in California. We will be back on the Pride and Chaos show. And it will be chaotic. It's going to be fun. Will we sign somebody else before then? Will Clowney become a Jet? Will the Jets find a backup running back? Will we get another safety? What is Joe Douglas's next move? Well, whatever it is, you know where to find all of your New York Jets news. you know where to find all the fun right here and on the Chaos channel. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Everyone have a good night. God bless. And as always, be loud, be proud, New York Jets fans. Take care.
And now, welcome to Pride and Chaos.
Welcome to the darkest year of our adventures.
Hold on. I'm back. Albert, thank you. Thank you. I played the video and then I saw a couple more comments pop in, so I came back. I will stay on. This gets me to stay on. I appreciate you, Albert. I feel I should play the song every 5 minutes. Like whenever I play that song, at the end, a super chat pops in. Albert, thank you so much, man. That was awesome. God bless you. I appreciate the support. I appreciate your help. For those that don't know, I am hitting the road. I'm going to be driving CDL. I'll be all over the country. I'm going to be an over-the-road trucker. Your super chat donations, like Albert's here, will help for me to get a computer and the ability to broadcast from wherever I am in the country. Green Bean did it, so I'm going to have a conversation with him, find out the equipment that he got, and I'm going to look to get that. So I wanted you guys to know where your contributions to the channel will go and what they're for, the memberships. I just got today in the mail the PIN to authenticate my AdSense account with Google. So starting in April, it's usually between the 20th and 26th, deposits get made. Super chat money and contributions to the channel will start coming in. I'm going to set those aside, and I'm going to look to get all the equipment that I need to do it from the road. I already got the camera and the mic, get a new laptop with a better processor, get a wireless card, all that stuff, and then pay for that monthly. So, Albert, thank you. You also win the Super Chat Challenge. You reach out to me, Twitter, Proud NYJ fan. My email, proudnyjf@gmail.com. Send me a message. You win the contest. We do a Super Chat Challenge. Whoever gives the last Super Chat of the show gets to come on a future show. So, Albert, your choice. Let's link up. Let's connect about that. And thank you, man. That was really, really awesome to do that. No, man, thank you. I saw that pop in, and I was like, hold up, hit the brakes, get back in. So that was really cool, brother. Thank you so much. To everybody, thank you. Those who have contributed super chats in the past and who will in the future, the channel memberships, that means a lot to me, guys. I'm overwhelmed that something that I love so much and the team that I love so much, that people want to hear what I have to say about them. So thank you. And Albert, I'm still giving you that opportunity, but Daniel Murphy loves sneaking in at the last minute. He likes doing it on the show. He likes doing it at the bar. He's always trying to sneak in right before closing and see what he can sneak out with. So, Daniel, thank you for the super chat also. Good, sir. I appreciate it. You guys going to start doing this where I can't go make dinner? They're going to start popping in left and right now? All right. I got to go make dinner. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow night. Pride and Chaos show, 9 Eastern. And if we make a big move during the day, I'll pop on to say hello. Talk to you guys soon. Be good. And again, be loud. Be proud, New York Jets fans. Go Jets.
And now, welcome to Pride and Chaos.
Welcome to the darkest year of our adventures. Oh, yeah!
And now, give it up for Jeremy and Nick.
And as usual, Nick